Hello, everyone. This is MykeCheck'd 95, along with my usual cohort, Krieger Margin 1, and our guest for today, one of his Xbox friends that I've talked to and kind of chatted with over the years, TMC. Say hello, gentlemen.
Hola.
As Krieger always goes, "Ooga Baluga," as his greeting.
That's my outro.
Lyson Fang will not be able to join us today because he had some other stuff going on, but he will be joining us for the night 2 tomorrow night for WrestleMania. Yes, that is right, folks. Usually we do a live stream for these pay-per-view events, but we've been having a lot of issues with live streaming today. So we're just going to be recording our reactions and putting them as like a video as we used to do when we first started taking the channel stuff seriously. But before we get into all this WrestleMania stuff real quick, because it's just the kickoff show, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Join the madness that is MykeCheck'd Productions. Follow us on all of our social media. You know the drill: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Discord, the works. Follow us on Spotify for our MykeCheck'd podcast. And basically, if you want us to do something stupid, tell us. All right, guys, that's the opener right there.
Okay, so here's one thing. Yeah, so here's one thing I was kind of wondering. Since this WrestleMania goes Hollywood, what do you guys think about that even being a thing? Because I really think it's super cringe that they're going back to that, like the last time they did it.
Okay, when I was a kid, I didn't really think too much of it because it was WrestleMania 21. I was very young at the time. It was my second Mania going into WWE. But kind of like going back and like having them do like the Hollywood trailer spoofs and whatnot. Like it's cringy, but it's kind of like, hey, cool. It's a bit of like a hey, remember how we did this back in the day? Like all for the old time fans. Like here, we're doing them again. Like it's cringy, but it's also kind of cool for some of like the older fans.
I'm afraid if you remember watching the old which WrestleMania was that 5 that they did WrestleMania Goes Hollywood?
No, it was WrestleMania 21 when they did Goes Hollywood.
Well, it was a really old one they had that was Goes Hollywood too.
I can't remember that one. The one
I remember. But that really early one, everybody came out as movie stars and stuff, and it was really cringe.
Yeah, they didn't do that for 21 though. They just did the trailers.
Okay, good, because they had it was the WrestleMania. It was the first one where they did it in 3 different locations.
Mm-hmm.
And it was their Hollywood thing.
That was the year when they had Sergeant Slaughter be like the USSR like emotional supporter or something like that, and they were like having issues with like ticket sales or something like that. Was that it?
The ticket sales, but I know that it was really bad.
Yeah, the ticket sales are bad, and they were worried that they were gonna like have a bunch of flack on it, so they had to like move to a different location.
Yeah. So. Anyways,
do you think the Dominic and Ray match is going to be any good?
I don't know.
Can Ray work his son?
I've heard rumors that Mysterio is this is what Mysterio wanted as a retirement match, but I've heard that he might be extending his stay a little bit longer or something like that.
So I read an interview that he did yesterday that he said that he this isn't going to be his last match. He wants to retire at 50. Which he's like 46 right now, so
another 4 years. A good fucking lord.
Yeah, but he said once he turns 50, then he's done. That's his number that he's picked.
Oh, okay. He says that now.
Well, they need to have Dominic go over eventually. I think that's why I think his dad. I think Dominic should win.
Isn't Dominic really bad in the ring?
Yeah, but he's proved himself to be like the top heel going forward.
He's improved a little bit in the ring. Like he has a lot more work to do, but he's a lot better than he was in his debut. I'll say that.
I think Logan has way more talent than Mysterio's in ring.
Yeah, but like you can have all the talent in the world and still be a piece of shit online. And Logan Paul was already a piece of shit before he even stepped into.
Oh, that's what's perfect. It's perfect though for him. He can be the ultimate heel.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Let's just not forget the Suicide Forest incident with Logan Paul.
That was the reference. That was the reference I made there, Mike. I said he got lost in the forest.
Oh, I didn't even catch that. It went over my head.
Yeah.
I remember that being covered on the news.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised he didn't get canceled for that.
Oh, he should have
I wonder if Randy's going to make an appearance. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
In town.
I heard that there might be more of a chance of him back on the Monday after. I would.
Yeah, yeah, because he thinks he should be in his spot because he never left.
You think they really did do? Seth and Randy, is that what you said? Oh, Seth and Cody. Yeah, that's what Martin was telling me earlier. Well, I mean, I don't think Seth's had plenty of great moments. Just because he hasn't had a big title in a couple years, I mean, still.
I mean, they could, but it also could be a work. Seth doesn't really have anything bad to say about because he is the one who caused the heist of the century back when he cashed in and won the belt.
We were talking earlier. I like that Seth, but some of the other Seth gimmicks have been kind of missed.
I don't like the Messiah. The Messiah sucks. I don't know, his little weird thing now where he laughs all funny and stuff, and
Well, the Messiah could have been better if there was a crowd, but like, I don't know what kind of gimmick he is now. It's kind of hard to pinpoint it.
yes, that's also he has no direction really with his thing.
He's just kind of aimless.
So I don't think Cody's gonna beat Roman. I don't.
I'm on the boat of I want Roman. I want those belts off of Roman. He's.
Oh, I want Cody to win. Hey,
there's going to be a new
Cody,
title
100%.
after this, and they've approved it.
So they need to split the belts up again, though.
Yeah, because like Roman is starting to like turn into like not really a Brock Lesnar because he's always there, but it's just like, you know, he's ran the course.
Now, what they should do is they should have.
Yeah, but we gotta enjoy it though. He might not.
I think what they should do is they should have Roman beat Bruno Sammartino's record and have him hold it for another 4 years.
No,
that would be miserable.
Just imagine 4 more years of Roman.
I've already stopped watching just because there's not enough belts split around. Like, I mean, I still watch a little bit, but I'm not heavily invested.
I think WWE had an issue for a long time is they had too many belts.
They just need to have the two main ones, two intercontinentals in the United States.
My biggest issue is they don't respect the brands. Like, it should be split.
Yeah, that's another thing. I missed when they had the draft. Those were so fun to watch, and you have matches throughout the night.
They kind of throw the brand supremacy out the window when it comes to Mania and everything.
And honestly, like before you knew, like John Cena's a Raw guy. Fucking Undertaker's always smack. Like I can't tell you who's on what show between each ones. Yeah. Like it was huge whenever like Triple H. Remember when Triple H went to SmackDown and he was the world champion and Vicky Guerrero was screwing him over all the time and like that was huge. Triple H going to SmackDown because he was always a Raw guy. Or John Cena. Yeah, that was another big one. It's like those are huge. Or
Cena got drafted to SmackDown, and then at the end of the night got drafted back to Raw.
That was like, okay, hold on, this is a little.
This is so dumb. I was really excited when he was going to SmackDown, but then he's like, oh, he's back on Raw. Dang it.
Is that a countdown for the actual show in 2 hours?
I hope not, but I was going to mention about how like I honestly wanted Cena to go back to SmackDown and kind of like end his career over there because that's where he started. But it sucks when you don't have that many great Raw guys at the time when you only have Cena and Randy throughout the 2010s.
Well, and right now, I thought there was a lot of really good talent around in that time.
I mean, there was, but you had Vinnie Mac running things.
And honestly, Taker and Edge could carried SmackDown anyways. Like
when Batista was on the show.
Yeah, and then Big Show, he was another big staple too.
I mean, maybe in the early 2000s, but he kind of slowly dwindled down.
And 2010s, he had the whole thing with Edge and Vicky Guerrero, and remember he screwed Undertaker out, and then Undertaker was in the vegetative state for a long time.
That's when he started. That's when his character just started getting dumb because he was changing from face to heel every month.
Yeah, well, that's kind of him.